Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another mixed mani chat on my lunch break, and I just wanted to really quick just show you guys what I plan to do today. I wanted to do a mani that would fill out one of the bingo squares for this spring summer mani bingo, and so I thought pair either purple and green or pink and green would be the way to go today. And I have It Was All a Dream from the latest Color Play sub box, and I have Pastel Petals, which is from the spring catalog, which is going to be removed soon from Color Street's website tomorrow. So this video is posting on April 24th, 2024 on a Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, April 25th, 2025, there is a buy one get one for the spring catalog before they completely remove it from the site. So if you're interested in shopping my early birthday shopping link for the beauty social that I have open with Shannon Paetzel, link below is the link. Obviously, if you shop the link or you try to shop the link after I close out the party, sorry, but you can still support Shannon Paetzel. She's my Color Street stylist. But that's a lot said. Let's get into doing the nails. I wanted to use this set because when I opened the sub box, I was like, this is totally mint green. But the description of the set said it was aqua. So I don't know. I mean, this was considered mint green from Jelly Belly, and I feel like this color literally looks just like it. But comment below what you think. I know some of you had commented on my unboxing of the sub box and said that it looked mint green to you too. And so yeah, like, I mean, it matches my desk mat, and that's mint green too. Mint green, you can see a theme. I'm a big fan of mint green. But funny thing is that I'm not the biggest fan of like a light purple. I like the almost blurple, indigo kind of color, so it's almost like a bluish purple or royal purple colors. I'm not really the biggest fan of like, you know, lavender and lilac and all of that, which ironically my niece Amaryllis, who we call Lilith, loves those colors, and so I sometimes will indulge her, even though she's not the biggest nail polish fan. I sometimes will purchase like a set or polish that's specifically like with her in mind, so that I have it like on hand in the event that she wants her nails done. So just really quick pulling apart this Color Street set here. All right, let's get going, because I only got a certain amount of minutes left in my lunch break, and I got to get my nails looking nice and pretty for the weekend. So let's get to it. The last video I posted was about my vacation, I believe. I took a short break, road trip, to surprise my sister Michelle for her 40th birthday. And we came back and work was super busy. So, you know, didn't really have very much time to, you know, indulge in too much of my, you know, hobbies or anything like that. So I had done my nails like off camera for a wedding that I was attending. So my sister-in-law Abby, that's, you know, my brother's wife, her little brother, who's not so little anymore, her little brother got married this past Saturday. Congratulations, Aldrich and Tanya. It was such a beautiful wedding, like so amazing. Lots of good feels, very it reminded me, like I said, in my video that I talked about, prepping for the wedding, very Crazy Rich Asians kind of vibe, but more low key than that, and a lot less guests. But the wedding venue was super, super, like you felt like you were outside of California for sure. It definitely gave the Italian vibes. It was at Tivoli Italian Villas in Fallbrook, California, and really just absolutely great venue. Beautiful place to just take photos, and it's just, it was just all the good feels, basically. And the ceremony was lovely, and I almost cried. I didn't cry. I was prepared with tissues, but thank goodness. I mean, I did tear up, mind you, when I saw Aldrich tear up, and I was like, oh no, here I go. But I didn't actually cry, which is great. Even though I felt like my makeup was done really well, to the point where if I did cry, it wouldn't have been an issue. And then my hairstylist, Stephanie, did an amazing job of my messy bun updo for attending the wedding. And I'm so glad that I did my hair up, because it was windy and a lot of folks had their hair down, and the way that Stephanie had done my hair, she actually made it super easy, barely an inconvenience. If you watch Ryan George, you know where that comes from, his pitch meetings, but really easy to undo my updo, which I actually she had told me to have somebody use scissors and just kind of go like that. I don't know if that motion makes sense on camera without actually seeing, whatever. But anyways, she told me that I probably will want to do that, and I didn't even have to. She used literally just one of those disposable little rubber bandy things that people usually use to put, to secure braids and stuff like that. And she used I think it was only 3 hairpins in my hair, which was amazing, because I thought the last time I had an updo, they used so many hairpins that I was still picking them out of my hair the next day. But I was able to just take out, there was 3 hairpins, the rubber band, and my hair stayed up in the updo without any issues for the whole event. And so really got to commend Stephanie for her work on that. And plus, it was really cool just to hang out with her while she was doing my hair. We were watching Freaks and Geeks, and she was telling me about an old movie called Grandma's Boy that she said that I probably should watch because she thinks I'll enjoy it. And I did end up, so I had some Amazon credits for promotional credits for, shopping on Amazon, because we have Amazon Prime. And sometimes if you are not in a hurry to get your packages and you choose the shipment option that's the slowest, even the slowest isn't that slow with Amazon. But anyways, if you choose that, you get promotional credits. And so I had promotional credits, and so I rented the movie to watch with Panda Bear, and we watched it. It was pretty funny. It's a Happy Madison production, so Adam Sandler and his folks, even though he wasn't in it, he was part of it, I guess, because of the Happy Madison productions. Anyways, silly movie, but hilarious. I'm so glad I didn't I was thinking like, oh, maybe I can watch it with my nieces and nephew, but then I saw the rating was rated R, and I was like, wait, hold on. Never mind. And I'm so glad that I checked on that, because my goodness, it's definitely rated R. So yeah. But anyways, trying to get my nails done here in a good amount of time. I think we're good on time. Today, during my lunch break, I had to take it later because my doctor, I did my annual physical, and my doctor was going to call me with the results today. And so she actually called, it was between noon and 1. So I had to take my lunch break during that time to be prepared for her phone call. And she called not that long before I jumped on here to record this video. And right now, looking at the clock, it's 12:32 p.m. So yeah. Hold on really quick though. It was all a dream. And then what did I say the other one was? Pastel Petals. Alright, cool. So, as I always like to do, I'm making myself a nail stick. But I'm wondering if I might be able to not use one strip for it, but use the other half of a strip. If you're looking at my problem child finger, this is now the new problem child finger. It literally broke in the middle, and I had to cut it all down to let it grow back out. So now that's my problem child finger number 1, while my usual problem child finger is not doing too bad, except it's still a little bit peely, and likely due to diet. So I was watching, there's Salon, was it called Salon? Nail Salon Life or Salon Life? There's a YouTube channel that Stacy Adams recommended that talks about like nail care and all of that. And she had one specifically talking about peeling nails. And so I was watching it while showering, because I tend to do that, multitask all the time. And she was talking about how sometimes a person's diet could affect nail health, and that it's not, what you did just recently. It's by the time the nail is growing out at this point, it's been on there for a bit, and there's lots of layers on your nails and all of that. And so lots of different things can affect the nail. And so we can't just look at, oh, what happened yesterday, and have an explanation for why our nails are peeling. And so it really makes a lot of sense to me, because we're in springtime now, and as I mentioned in other Manny chats, I am very bad with drinking water when it comes to the winter time. There's something about the cold that doesn't make me thirsty. Like, I'm not thirsty for water at all. During spring and summer, and even into fall here in California, because it's freaking hot, like, for a very long time, I have no issues with drinking a lot of water. But wintertime, when it's cold, not so much. So even my blood results, the doctor had said that my kidney function was a little bit lower than compared to last year's. And I can clearly tell her, she told me to drink more water. I'm like, yeah, I need to do that. Thanks, doc. Because wintertime, I'm the worst at it. So yeah. All right. So the one thing with these solid shimmer sets is that I am horrible with solid sets. I like glitter sets because they're more forgiving. So that's where these flowers are going to easily come in and help cover up some of that. And I'll probably do the cleanup work off camera too, so you probably won't see the whole cleanup work done here on camera, but I'm at least loosening it up right there so that I can cut it off later. But yeah, anyways, so let's hurry up and get this done because time's a ticking. Panda Bear and I took Amalika and Allison out on Tuesday afternoon. They're currently having spring break, so we were going to also take Lilith, but hasn't been feeling well, and so better safe than sorry, decided, you know, she would stay home and rest. But we took them to the park because, again, we attempted to take them to the library and the library was closed on a random Tuesday. I mean, it's a Tuesday after Easter, and so maybe they just wanted to take an extra break. I don't know, but it was a bummer because I was looking forward to going to the library with the girls, picking out new books for them, especially because, you know, Amalika's at that age where she's just learning to read, and Allison needs to continue catching up on learning to read because she's a little bit behind for her grade. And so I was kind of sad that we weren't able to score some books that day, but it is what it is. Oh geez, I messed that one up a little bit. Again, nothing the little flowers won't be able to help cover up, because yeah, I'm totally going to be cutting those flowers out to place in certain places, because I'm not the biggest fan of like the pale pink. So we are going to have pink and the green, but it is definitely a very loose definition of pink and green, because I'm doing pastel-y looking, still, I guess pastel colors are really the springtime colors. So we anticipate that most of the releases for spring are pastel colors, and definitely were. I wish that they would sell this one, It Was All a Dream, as a permanent color in the core catalog, because I'm loving this color. Alright, I'll do all the cleanup work later. I will do my thumbs last because I want to make sure I'm able to get the flowers on the way I want them to. So I wanted to kind of like stagger. I might not even have to use all of these, in fact. I wanted to stagger the flowers. Oh, you know what? No. Okay. I was going to say I was going to use a different hole punch thingy, but I'm just going to loosely cut this out. Because I don't want to get rid of all the pink, but I also don't want very much of the pink showing. So that is what we're doing here. Alright, here we go. But yeah, Easter, we didn't do very much. I did cook. I didn't cook. I did bake some cookies. So there's this recipe for cinnamon brown sugar cookies that my sister-in-law, when she Mama Carla, when she had tasted the cookies, she was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of speculoos. So, you know, she and her kiddos came from Belgium, and during their holidays, they would have cookies that are like similar, I guess, in texture and flavor to the cookies that I had made for Easter. And so originally I was gonna, because we're all kind of like on a diet, sort of, kind of, and I was originally going to say, okay, whatever cookies aren't eaten by the time I left the house, I would go ahead and bring them to work for my coworkers, but ended up Carla loved those cookies so much that I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave them all for y'all. And so yeah, but it was cool because those cookies were easy to make, and I think I finally perfected cookie stamping. So it's been trial and error for me as far as cookie stamping and figuring out how long to bake the cookies, because for those of you that don't know, I only have a toaster oven. My oven is not working. So whenever I bake cookies, it's literally baking like them 2 to like 5 at a time in the oven. So it takes like, a few hours of standing in the kitchen to bake cookies here at home. But, I do it out of love. And usually I have an audiobook or something that I am like listening to or reading or whatever. So, I'm not bored while I'm standing around baking cookies. But yeah, anyways, so, and actually, hold on, let me make a nail stick of this one really quick so that I don't forget to do so. But yeah, so that was the main thing. Like, I made cookies for Easter. Mama Carla made cottage pie, so delicious. Like, it's like shepherd's pie, but with, not with, I think shepherd's pie is typically with like lamb, I think, or something is what Carla had told me. So cottage pie is with like beef or pork or something like that. And oh, so yummy. I had way too many servings of that during Easter. But anywho, we did finally finish this like really like important project that I was talking about before I went on my vacation. And so we are now in the midst of annual review season, so that is always fun. Usually it happens right around the time I go on vacation, and sometimes I have to actually take time out of my vacation to complete like reviews and stuff like that. And I'm so glad that the timing this year just like really worked out so that I didn't have to do that. So I was able to like get all that stuff done before going on vacation, and then get more stuff done after I returned from vacation. So I really was able to like focus on family time with my sister and her kiddos and her husband, my parents, and Panda Bear. So it was totally cool. And then also we also got to spend quality time with my brother and his family at Aldridge's wedding. So really happy about that. But I completely forgot to bring my niece Emmeline. I had something for her that I was going to bring to her on the day of the wedding. Completely forgot it at home, but they will be coming to visit on my birthday, except that it's not for my birthday because I have plans with my gal pals on my birthday, so I won't even be available to spend time with my family that day. But they're attending one of my cousins. He and his wife had a baby recently, and it's Chinese tradition that the firstborn child have a red egg party. So it's like after like 100 days, them being 100 days old, they host the celebration called a red egg party, and the eggs are dyed red. Man, sounds expensive, especially with how the prices of eggs are right now. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, like I don't envy them having to throw a red egg party. But anyways, but I will be missing that because I have my own plans already, which were in the works with my gal pals to celebrate my birthday. And Panda Bear has his own stuff, because usually the Kentucky Derby happens right around my birthday, because it's always the first Saturday in May or something like that. And so Panda Bear won't even be available to go to that red egg party. So the Rents will go. So will my brother and his family. But my sister's family and me and Panda Bear, like, we won't be making it. But congrats to, I think it's Eric and Elena. Congrats on your first child. They probably won't watch this, but I can still throw the congrats out there anyway. But yeah. That is what's happening in the near future. I definitely need to make sure that my niece is going to get her package, though, because she is one of the ones that loves my homemade soap, and I want to make sure that she gets to have more bars of it. So that and I had purchased something for her that I wanted to make sure she had, because the other pair that I had gotten her got wrecked in the wash. They're really delicate. The gloves that she wanted for her birthday, or was it for Christmas? I think it was for her birthday. But anyways, they're like super delicate, lacy gloves, and shouldn't be thrown in the normal wash, but she accidentally threw them in the wash, I guess, and her original pair got like ruined, and so I got her a new pair. So I think I'm gonna leave the pointer finger I still need to cover up. I just remembered that by looking at this. Problem children fingers. Anyways, anywho, we are almost done though, so that is great. I'm gonna put this one on this side and then the other one on the other side. Trying to place them so that they're not like all like the same. So I think I'm gonna go this direction. No, can't do it. That's too big. Okay, this is too big. Let's put this on this sand. We'll put it facing this way. There we go. Do some cleanup work after. I got 10 whole minutes left, so I'm doing good on time. But yeah, it's been crazy busy. So that's one of the biggest reasons why you haven't seen me in about a week or so since the Color With Me video, because it's just been crazy busy trying to find time to be able to do my nails. And the nails that I did for the wedding, I absolutely loved. And so if you aren't part of my Facebook group, link below, you can join the Facebook group. You can see the nails, Warm Embrace and then Sprinkles on top. They went so well together that I did not want to remove them. Although this finger right here got all messed up, so then luckily I had leftovers that I could use, and I was able to like redo it and kept it on for like basically the whole week. I literally just took it off this morning before showering. So yeah, I just absolutely loved that combo, and I was sad to see it go, but it is time for something new. Spring has sprung, and yeah, if you like this Pastel Petals set, it is part of the buy one get one right now before Color Street removes it completely from their site. So you can shop my shopping link below if you want. Alright, last but not least, let's do the thumbs. And then I'm going to save these for later. But yeah, I'm excited. I actually want to shop the... I was hoping that they would have a buy one get one with the spring sets, and I wanted to try some of the spring sets before going to buy more of them. So very excited to be able to do that. And I will be closing out my beauty social soon, because one of the big reasons why I wanted to do a beauty social was specifically to celebrate my mom's birthday, my sister's birthday, and knowing that I was going to buy the Mother's Day. They had like a Mother's Day bundle, and I knew I was going to make a purchase. And so that's why I opened up that link. Also, April host rewards included one of the eyeshadow palettes that Color Street has. I haven't had the opportunity yet to try the eyeshadow palettes. I have tried Color Street's eyeshadow in one of the sub boxes, and so, you know, I've had that opportunity, but I wanted to be able to try the actual palette. And so if you reach $300 in sales for your beauty social, you're able to get that palette, I think, for free. So I'm super excited about that. I really, 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 really want to try it out. Although now that I'm done with like attending the wedding and all of that, I don't anticipate me like using that much makeup like on the regular, because I don't really like, I have my go-to items that I use, and that's it. So, but again, love trying out new makeup stuff. During the pandemic, I was like obsessed with doing my eye makeup because we had to wear masks, and so it was nice to have, you know, the eye look poppin' when you're have half your face covered, and so that was like my thing. But all right, let's see, how do I want to do this last one? I think I wanted it small enough where, yeah, small enough where I'm able to, actually maybe I want to do it smaller. No, not that small. Alright, put these away. I wanted it small enough so that it was the green surrounding. So it's going to go on like that, right in the middle. And then of course I'm going to throw a top coat over all of this. So, alright, that seems to be right down the middle right there, like that. I'll definitely post a nail fee of this so that you can see the finished result, but I am going to have to cut this video soon, and I'll put a top coat over everything once this has a chance to kind of sit and cure for a bit, so that I don't shrink it, because sometimes if you do your top coat too soon after putting the strips down, it ends up shrinking. Well, with certain top coats anyways. Alright, but here we are. This is the finished look. It was all a dream, paired with Pastel Petals. Again, the spring catalog is going to be removed from Color Street's website soon, and they're doing a buy one get one free of the sets from the spring catalog starting tomorrow, Friday, April 25th. Depending on when you watch this video, could have already passed, but if you're watching it the day I post this, just know tomorrow, 8:30 Pacific time, AM, is when that will happen, the buy one get one. So yeah, if you watched all the way through, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share this video, comment below. Go ahead and comment with a drooly emoji, because I have jelly bellies here with these wonderful flavors. And tonight I'll be making my Instant Pot spaghetti with this salad dressing, and all of it's like super low fat. So yeah, I know not most of you will drool over that, but I'm drooling over it just thinking about it. So anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.